The real reason these men are so angry at me, are trying so hard to drag me down, is genuinely because they are so wildly attracted to me.
According to your logic, you're in love with me. She's in love with me. All those other women, the niqabis that have been coming and talking, etc., whatever it is, whoever it is, they are all in love with me.
Ali says that she's out there encouraging divorce. And this is the problem. That's his interpretation of what she's saying. Because clearly, she's not saying anywhere that divorce is good and people should just get divorces for the sake of it. She is saying that you should know your worth as a woman. And if that means leaving someone who doesn't value you in a marriage, then so be it.
The irony. Your wife's left you because of that.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ladies and gentlemen from all around the world. Today is Sunday, July the 27th, 2025. And we gathered here in South of Gaza Strip, Mosque Khan Younis, to share our concerns about the ongoing crisis in Gaza Strip. During the humanitarian crisis that Gaza and its people are undergoing, food in general and flour, bread especially, is becoming luxurious and rare. It's not available for the citizens. So our mission here is to support these citizens and to help their lives to be better by giving them these bread. On behalf of those citizens and those families, we thank Watt forever for his wonderful support. It will be a reason in making the people happy. Thank you for being a reason in this effort.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers and sisters and dear friends. It's your local misogynist Ali Dawah, the woman-hating man. Yes, but for some odd reason, nobody has come to collect their £1,000 and for me to delete my YouTube channel because there is nothing that I've ever said. But interesting, I have to do an admission. I have to confess, I'm in love. Guys, I've done this before. I'm in love. Who am I in love with? We're going to see, inshallah, because the evidence is too strong, guys. It's too strong. Let's watch this for ourselves, inshallah, because it gets really interesting. It gets so interesting, brothers and sisters. And there's just a little twist to this, though. Let's see if we're going to be consistent from this side, inshallah. Here's the video of our sister Aya, who's come out and said absurd stuff. I have nothing personal against her. I've never, ever, I don't have nothing personal issue with her, except her coming and generalizing all men, saying pack your bags and leave, have the baby and leave, coming and saying I don't want to marry a man on deen, your divorce papers or your self-worth, etc., blah, 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 blah. Okay, now, has she come and said, you know what, I'm wrong for saying that and I should not send that, I didn't want to generalize it? No, of course not, because it shows what kind of a narcissist woman she is. Only a narcissist doubled down and said, hold on a second, the brother made some valid points. Nope. She said now that I am in love with her. Yes, I'm in love with her. Look, let's check this out.
The real reason these men are so angry at me, are trying so hard to drag me down, are coming for my eyelashes, is genuinely because they are so wildly attracted to me. And that might sound...
She's right. Me as a man, I am so attracted to her. Imagine marrying a woman like her, pack the baby, have the baby and leave. Divorce is showing your self-worth. All men are the same. Attacking men all day, every day. I cannot. Yes, I want to marry you. I want to take you as my second, third, fourth wife, whatever you want to do. I cannot wait to be married to a woman like you. 100%. I mean, the appeal is so appealing, especially with those eyelashes that you have, sister. Like you said, when I talk eyelashes, it's because I'm in love with those eyelashes. But if you blinked a bit faster, you start flying away. Yes, it's so in love. Let's carry on, guys.
Like a joke, but I'm being very serious here. Pay close attention to the kinds of women these men are so adamant on dragging down and making videos about. They are always very beautiful, stunning women. These kind of men are socialized to believe that a beautiful woman's ultimate goal is to be chosen by or to...
I love how she's not calling herself beautiful, but indirectly she's calling herself beautiful. I mean, look at the absolute narcissism. Not I am wrong or I should have said that's wrong. No. It's because she's apparently really attractive. I mean, I don't want to be insulting. I don't want to fall into backbiting because I can critique your looks all day, every day. And let me be honest with you, my dear sister, with all due respect, and I've said this to the other hijabi who looks like a plastic jabby. Okay, with all due respect, I will not take you as a second, third, fourth wife, let alone like with anything. With all due respect, yeah, I'm not going to critique your looks because that's subjective to each individual. Okay, please, if you saw my wife, your jaw will drop. Please, there is no competition at all, at all. Please, but let's carry on. So it's because we are in love with you. Okay, let's carry on. There's a little twist coming to it. Let's carry on, inshallah.
And desire, speak out against misogyny and show that she clearly doesn't care about male validation, it really threatens not only their self-esteem but also just their sense of power and control.
She doesn't want male validation, but we men are in love with her apparently. But she doesn't want male validation. Okay, but we are in love with her. Okay.
Because they aren't just hearing criticism, they are feeling rejection from someone that they think should want their approval. Their anger towards me now is just a mask for their insecurities. They are angry that I am not playing the role that they expect from a beautiful woman that they desire.
So I'm going to use her logic. I'm going to say, you know what? She's right. Let's go with the argument's sake. Me and all the men that are criticizing her, we are in love with her. We cannot wait to marry a woman like her. Oh my gosh, every man's dream is to marry a woman like her, subhanAllah, with those eyelashes and leaving with a baby, divorce, men are this, men are that, blah, blah. You are the last thing we'll marry on earth. But no problem, let's go with it. So according to your logic, you've done videos. I've done one video about you. Okay, this is the second one because I found this hilarious. It was hilarious. So let's get this logic. So you and the other, I know who you're talking about because you guys spoke to each other as well. The other Turkish one who's tapped in the head. Okay, who's rejecting hadith, which is, you're a disbeliever who rejects hadith, yeah? Okay, so let me get this right then. According to your logic, you're in love with me. She's in love with me. All those other women, the niqabis that have been coming and talking, etc., whoever it is for that, they are all in love with me. So according to your logic, you look. I'm blushing now. Now I'm getting a little bit excited now. As a man now I would say I'm a decent looking man. I wouldn't say I'm like extremely handsome, but now I'm starting to think I'm really handsome now because now, according to your logic, the reason we're attacking you is because we want to be with you and we can't be with you. I've even seen some comments where people like, he just wants you and he can't. Yeah, that's what it is. I'm like, I look at it and I go, oh my gosh, I cannot wait to be with a woman like her with 3 kilos of makeup and eyelashes and divorce and man, leave the man and the man is this and the man is that and leave your baby and take your baby and blah, blah, blah. We cannot wait to be with a woman like you. Oh my gosh. So according to your logic, are you all in love with me? Yeah, that backfired, didn't it? That did backfire, didn't it? I mean, it's such a stupid, silly, narcissistic thing to say, isn't it? It's so silly. I mean, imagine people criticize me and say, Brother Ali, if I was a real misogynist, by the way, Brother Ali, you're always attacking a woman, you're degrading women, etc. And I go, you know what? All you sisters are in love with me. Yes, that's what it is. Not that I'm wrong, not that I'm a narcissist, not that I'm a manipulator, not that I gaslight. No. You guys are in love with me. Can you imagine that people will be like, what the hell? That's your comeback. It just shows you, brothers and sisters, the level of stupidity people go to. And this shows you again how women with their emotions, this is what I'm saying. When the Prophet ﷺ will talk about this stuff, yes, okay, this is why. Okay, because the emotional instability. You've gone through whatever you've gone through. We haven't heard the story of your ex. We know nothing about it. We're not saying it's right or wrong. Neither are we saying you're right or wrong. We do not know. But look at your intellectual academic response is that because I am in love with you, someone like you, with all due respect. Okay, with all due respect, yes. But would you talk about, just a quick recap, yes, would you talk about that other woman that I was talking about? Okay, so she's in love with me as well because she's been doing videos about me from time ago. Let me tell you something. If you go to Aya's TikTok and if you go to the other girl, the one, at least she doesn't reject hadith. I hope so, yeah? Okay, the other one, you can say she's a disbeliever. Yeah? She rejects hadith, she mocks Imam Bukhari. All her videos are mainly about me. So she's in love with me. Because that is, and not only that, her, because I know you guys have spoken, I'm very sure you guys have, she talks about my private parts. She goes, imagine I fell in love with Ali. Look, I've got evidences. You have no evidence. I have never messaged you about anything to do with you liking me, you want me, you're this, that. But check this out, guys. You and her both are claiming what? That I'm in love with you. Why is it keep coming from you guys? Like, if anything, there is evidence as if you want me. And with all due respect, sister, someone like you, I will not make you a third, fourth wife. Wallahi, let me tell you something. A woman like you cannot be my fourth wife. Okay? I don't marry a woman based on their looks, and if there was any looks, with all due respect, yes, you are not my type at all. Yes, okay. That woman that you're talking about, the other sister, talks about my private parts, talks about, imagine I fell in love with Ali Dawah. I'm thinking, why are you talking like that, man? I'm a married man. I'm a married man. Yes, sexual tension, saying there's sexual tension between me and Ali Dawah. And when I said to her, keep going, exposing yourself, she goes, keep going. Your wife has never said that to you. This is sexual stuff. She goes, you have a crush on me. Who else has accused me? She also accused me of having crush on her. And now you're claiming the same thing. And then she goes, and then she was sending me roses, flowers. I was finding this out. It was so bizarre. And then she goes, I can come unlike your wife. Isn't that weird and bizarre that all of you women that are criticizing me are always talking about me being in love with you, and I've mentioned nothing like that at all. At all. So it seems like they say every accusation, Rizwan, is a confession, isn't it? That's correct. I think that little nod there from our brother Rizwan, alhamdulillah, it's an affirmation to that. So, Sister Aya and other all hijabis, etc. Yes, please, I have no interest in you guys in any way, shape or form. I only call out you to the evil that you're promoting. I have nothing personal against you. I wish Allah gives you the best in this life and the hereafter and heals you, because you seem very traumatized. Okay, and the other woman there, I hope she gets a husband. The other hijabi I was talking about, okay, she looks like she doesn't have a man in her life. I hope Allah gives her a man so she could leave the internet. Audu billah, please, man, I feel sorry for the guy. But anyways, wallahi, you know what you're dealing with when you're dealing with a true narcissist, that the only comeback she has is that when you criticize her legitimately, you're in love with them. So let's go through some people that are in love with me, because what's her claim? People that criticize me are in love with me, apparently. Okay, let's go. Here's one sister.
Do not go to other women like her.
Guys, this is the same dude, by the way, who said in a podcast that his wife has to beg him to come to the delivery room because if she doesn't ask nicely, he's not going to be there for her labor. If y'all think for 1 second that me and many other Muslim women are going to sit here and listen to what men like him say in podcasts, no matter how much they spew about having Islamic knowledge, this knowledge from hadith, knowledge from that, Allah said in the Quran that he placed mercy and compassion among spouses in Islam. But the way some Muslim men act, they act like they hate their wife. If you are a true Muslim man who has Islamic character, there is no way you're gonna talk about women like that. There is no way you're gonna rage bait Muslim women on a daily basis like this as a career. And before you tell me that I support feminism and I'm a feminist and I hate men, take a look at my page and then come back. There's a lot of times that I've criticized videos that this Muslim sister put out and I don't agree with some of her points. That doesn't mean that I agree with this man too and his views about women for the longest. He has done so many things to literally rage bait Muslim women, and he continues to do this in his podcast every single day. I literally stopped taking him seriously the first time that he sat with women in his podcast while saying that his wife was gonna talk behind a veil and she was gonna write down on a whiteboard. I was big side-eyeing him, like, absolutely not. You're not gonna talk like that and also hypocritically sit amongst women in your podcast and talk to women. I'm sick of hypocritical Dawah bros and their podcast. It's actually very harmful to the Muslim community. For the longest time, we're sick of it. All they do is rage bait Muslim women, and half the things they talk about doesn't even come from Islam. You want to bring hadith this, hadith that, we can get down on it. We can talk about the hadith. Don't be...
Okay, so there you go. According to her logic, this woman is in love with, this sister's in love with me. What stupidity. And not only that, just to correct this sister, she's probably going to be watching this. Sorry, you got me confused with someone else. I've never said anything about forcing labor, coming to labor. You got me mixed with Mahdi Tijani. That's not me. So this is what it shows where your woman's head's at. I never said such a thing. All of my daughter's birth, I was there with my wife because I want to be there. Alhamdulillah. Okay, I am proud of that. Alhamdulillah. Okay, and not only that, you mentioned that about my wife writing on a whiteboard. My wife chose to write on a whiteboard. I said talk. She said I don't want to talk. I want to write on a whiteboard. So do you see how stupidity, that the level of stupidity you have? My wife chose. You want me to force her to speak when she doesn't want to? What happened to feminism? Woman's right. So I have to force her. She did not want to talk. There you go. Now let's go to another woman apparently that's in love with me. This one's interesting as well.
This exact type of man absolutely pissed me off. This is the second video I've seen today of this guy bashing this poor lady. And all of the bashes are basically based on the fact that she's like promoting divorce or whatever. And honestly, for me, I just have one question for these type of people. What the hell are you doing in her page? Because clearly you're flipping stalking her if this is your like 14th video of the day of her. Like, it's just his whole page and every other video I've ever seen from this guy is always based on the fact that he's bashing women. He's bashing women left, right and center. I'm sure they think of it as a, like, you know, favor to society type of thing, where they're giving advice and, you know, constructive criticism of some sort. I don't know what kind of badge of honor the women in his household are wearing. But I know for a fact that I would be embarrassed if my husband, my brothers, or my father was to speak about other women in the degrading way that this man speaks.
So there you go. Yes, she's pissed off. What are you pissed off about, sister? Number one, we use her arguments, Aya's argument, that apparently this now Niqabi is in love with me because she's keep talking about me. Pathetic. Okay, what are you pissed off about? Okay, she goes, what are you doing on her page? Who said I went to her page? Look at this dumb, stupid argument. You had to go to a page. Nobody needs to go to a page, man. This stuff gets sent to me. And you're talking about 14 videos. I only done one video about her. This is my second video. Okay, go to her TikTok. Yes, it's all indirectly about me. Okay, and you're here talking about, I don't know what kind of a household, etc. If your husband or brother is in the Dawah, yes, and there is a immature, narcissist woman who is asking other women to get divorced, and your husband or brother says, that woman, we need to give her nasiyah. What are you going to say? Is dishonorable? All of a sudden there's a question mark on him. What kind of stupidity is this? Like, we are told to enjoy good and forbid evil. So that means any brother who goes out. So you're telling me you're walking down with your husband sees a sister or someone doing wrong. He goes to correct and he goes, oh, no, you cannot do that. Go and study religion. You're wearing a niqab. Like, is this the front? Is this all you've got? Niqab. Go study your religion. Okay. And we're going to end on this note. We've got a white knight simp. 5-star grade A simp. Some people, this guy here, he's come out recently. Bro, there's this new Sims coming out. Yes, okay. We've got one who's a psychedelics one. Okay. Who's obsessed. And then we've got this guy. Okay. Who's an absolute calling me a weasel. Okay, no problem, brother. No problem. Let's dissect this because, it gets very, very interesting. Because we're going to find out now, brothers and sisters. So this guy here has been coming out and attacking men. I'm thinking, what's this simpish behavior coming from? Then we found out with his own mouth, by the way, he is on borderline rejecting hadith. There's been speculation about him leaving the fold of Islam. Why? Because he himself, this man, admitted, because I'm thinking, why is he coming and defending women, and he was attacking men, defending women. I was thinking there's something up with this. Little did we know that he came out and said that he was actually someone who used to abuse his wives. So Sister Aya, that's the kind of men, look, these are the kind of men that are defending you, but you are the kind of woman that's warning against men like that. He had 2 wives. He would be affected by red pill. He would use hadith in the wrong way and abuse his wives by probably not letting them in the house or something like that, violating the rights, Islamic rights, okay? Using a hadith and abusing them and both of his wives, which is very ironic. Let's just listen to what he has to say. So he's defending Aya, Sister Aya, and you can see these are the kind of men that want to marry you. This is what we call a simp. Yes, he thinks by doing this and there's a chance. My brother, with all due respect, please keep trying. Look what he has to say. He's criticizing my video by me saying, sis, why are you encouraging divorce? Look what he has to say.
Subconsciously, this guy's so terrified that his wife may leave him at any moment that he sees this post as a threat. But he needs to understand that this is his insecurity and stop projecting on the rest of the world. So this weasel is trying to emotionally manipulate his audience using ad hominem attacks, disgust, and shame. Furthermore, the fact that he thinks that and he came to that conclusion is a good indication that he himself is a deluded narcissist who thinks that anything he believes has to be the objective truth. Ali says that she's out there encouraging divorce. And this is the problem. That's his interpretation of what she's saying, because clearly she's not saying anywhere that divorce is good and people should just get divorces for the sake of it. She is saying that you should know your worth as a woman. And if that means leaving someone who doesn't value you in a marriage, then so be it.
The irony, your wife's left you because of that. So if she was saying there are bad men and etc. and you was, and I'm not saying you haven't changed, you've learned your ways, but you've gone to the other extreme and you went through a mental breakdown. Look, I'm not trying to have a go at you. I'm not like you calling me names, weasel, moron, this, that. Look, listen to me. Let's just square, bro. Come and say that to my face. Yeah, please don't say things you're not going to say to me in my face. Okay, and you're a Muslim. I'm saying I'm threatening you here. Okay, look, she's talking about men like you, bro. You've admitted to abusing your wives, and 2 of your wives left you, and then you went into a mental breakdown, which I'm sorry you went through. You're a Muslim brother. We don't want that for you. I'm sorry that you had to go through that. May Allah heal you, and I think you're in the process of getting healed. And I hope Sister Aya gets healed. Do you see both of you guys are the double extreme? You went to another extreme because you knew what you did to your wife was wrong. You was using religion to blackmail and all this kind of stuff towards your wife. And Aya, Sister Aya, is doing the same thing was married to probably a man like you before, etc. You've changed your ways, no problem. And she's now traumatized. You're both traumatized. Get the hell off the internet, man. Get the hell off the internet. Okay, it's as simple as that. That's all I want to say, inshallah, brothers and sisters, and putting this chapter to an end. And like I said, brothers and sisters, Nothing else needs to be said, inshallah. Till next time, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And Muslim men, have some backbone. Don't be a white knight simps. Trust me, these very women, you're not in their option list, bro. The more you simp, the more they're going to run away from you. Till next time, goodbye.